Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching the video. My name is Elzanito, and welcome to another series of replication. So today we're going to do something very interesting. I saw this image, this concept, this artwork on Pinterest, and that's basically where I get my inspiration. Like most of my inspiration, some I get them on Instagram, some I get them on Behance, some I get them on Dribble. But majority of my inspirations come from Pinterest. I saw this and I was like, okay, let me just create something like this and share with you guys. So I was not able to get a particular image that looks exactly like a man tilting his head, like this. So I was able to work with getting this, and I got this image from unsplash.com. So we're going to be creating that. So the first thing we want to do is we are going to create a canvas. Excuse me. So pixels, we're going to work with the height is going to be it's a portrait design. So let's work with the height 3000. Let's say 3500, and the width 3000. Ensure your resolution is 300. Press. Let's change the background to probably like a kind of this color. Now you can use any color you want, but now you see that it's not so like it should be taller than this. So I'll just try to like extend it slightly, just like this. Yeah. Then bring in the solid color. Yeah, so now that we have this, right, this is our canvas, this is what we want to use. So remember, this is what we want to create, and it's a very simple design. Like the process can be complicated, but it's a simple design. Let me just explain. The design features a man with his head tilted slightly like this. So what they just did is they removed the character from the original background, then slit the head into two, then pushed one forward and pushed one down. Then the one up, like that's the main head, they just applied, like an hollow kind of effect. So it looks like actually you can see. Now this is just a flat design, but it looks like you can actually see inside his head. So that's the concept we are going for. So let's open this using Photoshop, and we are going to like remove the background, and we're going to do it in a very simple way. We'll just go to select and choose subject. So a very simple way of selection. After doing that, you just come down to your polygonal lasso to select and max. Alright, so we pretty much have a clean selection. Press OK. We apply our layer mask. So now that we have this, we drag this into the background just like so. You can see that the image is slightly bigger, so we can then reduce it. Hold down Alt and reduce it. Then you can bring it down exactly just like this. So the background has multiple colors, like red, a shade of like a gradient with red and orange kind of. So we can use that we can also use our own design. So but let's just try and achieve, this is red but not too dark. Then we can just create get orange. The other way is to create your gradient. You can just use the usual gradient. So the reason why I'm using this is I just want to have this kind of vibe that's attached to it. So now that we have this, then I would like to apply a lighter color, just something light, just at the back, just like so. Something like this. So it looks like this, there's this effect at this back. Now having done that, you can then let's bring this down here. Yeah. So, I mean, we've created a background. So we just call this BG, and also this gradient. All right. So we have created the background we want to use. Let's even bring this slightly down, just like this. So the next thing is to start designing. So like I said, it's a very simple design. Just cut it into half, depending on where you want to cut it. We'll cut it at the mouth area, like from the mouth downwards. So yeah, I'm going to use my selection to make sure let's change this to character or model. Hold your polygonal lasso tool or any selection tool and just select the part that you want to cut off. So I want to select this part just like this. So I'm going to, yeah, now that we have this, so what you just do is you Control J to like make it just like this, understand? Then select Control select that layer. Let me explain again. This is the layer you want to like select, so you hold down Control and click on the layer so it can automatically select. Then select the model. So what we want to do is we want to like cut off this head from the model, so we can have something like this exactly. Then you can deselect to ensure there's nothing left in this area. Alright, having done that, we have, it looks like a normal image, but we have actually split them into two. So what you do is this, you just call this head and we'll call that model. So you just slightly push it forward, just like that. Then you can slightly bring the mouth down just like that. Yeah, something like this. So I mean, it's two different image, but we'll just make do with what we have. So that'd be nice to have it tilt well, so we can easily pick that that effect. I think we'll have to get a better image because this one does not really, like, it's looking straight to the camera, so there's no way we can actually draw. Even if we are going to draw a concept, it won't really look well. So let's get a new image. So, you know what, instead of getting a new image, let's just work with what we have, right? So let's keep the whole get a new image. So I'm going to work with what we have, right? But from what we have, I'll be able to create something that when you get a new image, you'll be able to like walk around. But yeah, we should still be able to like achieve something with what we have. Anyways, so let's go. We have the edge and we have the model. So the first thing you want to do is you want to like properly blend the edges. So you want to just properly blend it. Let's just get our blur tool and just blur the edges, because it's very important that your edges are blurred. As well as on the just blur the edges, just blur. So what you're going to do after blurring the edges is you're going to just create a new layer, and when you create a new layer, you would apply this color, skin tone color to that new layer, so it looks like as though it's actually part of his skin. Then you make sure it is darkened, so it's like part of, like it's an inside part. So the bulk of the work is on the top layer, because the top layer is the one you can actually still see some level inside, or some level of depth. While for the mouth you can't really see much because it is just facing the camera. So yeah, let's just, since it's replication, we are not supposed to do it exactly like this, but yeah, this is just the idea, the concept. So from what we are creating now, you'll be able to see how you can achieve other things. So let's just tilt the head slightly, just like this. All right, now the next thing is to create that layer. So the layer will be below the head, so create a new layer, call it skin deep or something. Now what you want to do then is you're going to take your pen tool, because you have to use your pen tool. Then what you want to do is just draw, you're going to draw something like this. Let's go back. It has to actually look cool, like it has to look something like this. So after drawing this, just come down to this and select the skin color. This is the skin color, right? So after selecting this, make sure it is the dark side. Now ensure your pen tool is still selected, and just right click, fill part, foreground color, and delete your part. So when you zoom out, you can see that it has this, you get that kind of shape. Now, so I think the layer is like probably too, like, might be a bit too deep, too dark, but yeah, it's inside. So yeah, this is what we're going for, right? Then also you create another layer for the lips, for the down part. So create a new layer, skin deep too. So but this one won't be as big as that because it's not supposed to even show much. So as well, hold your pen to just start from here, just something like this. This one, I'm like, normally I'm supposed to just make it a straight kind of vibe, but since the mouth is a bit, like, the selection is not straight, so you don't expect your, okay, all right, so that is selected. Fill as well, same color. So when you zoom out, you can see that you see the difference between that one. The top one is it has more width, and that's because it's the head. Since we are pushing the head forward, you'll be able to see some part, just some part like that. So the next thing is to start applying shadows and light before we do other things. So for the shadows, the first is, we'll start with the top. So for the top, for the head, just create a new layer, call it shadow, and we are going to clip it to the head. Then you just select the dark shade. We are not working with black now, so we just select the dark shade of the body. Then just take your brush, reduce the size. So what we're trying to do is to just brush. It's not dark enough. I want to just brush across just like that. So that it has a feel of it's being cut off. Now after doing that, let's quickly apply the shadow. Just multiply and reduce slightly. Let's say 50. So it's 50. Now the mouth, I don't like the way it is like edgy kind of. So let's take our smudge to come down to your blur tool here. You see smudge to increase it. And what we're trying to do is just to like make it less edgy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, so but just make it less edgy. Alright. So the next thing you want to do is apply shade to the original skin. So now the way the skin is let me reduce the shadow, the feel as well. Okay. the way the skin is, when you cut and someone's head into, let's like just assume like in a movie or in a cartoon, the head is opened. When you open the head, the from the top going down, it becomes dark, dark, light, light, because from this parts of this lip down, it's going to become dark. Then from this part, it's going to become light. So yeah, let's create shadow for the skin. Clip it to this, then take your brush and apply. See what I'm talking about? So when you apply it, you can also apply here, because it has to go around. So when you apply it, it makes it look like, it's not just what's it called? It's not just a flat stuff, but it's a skin. Now after applying, you can, let's zoom in, you see what I'm talking about. You see that it's looking slightly off, or don't worry, we'll fix all that. You can just extend the mouth just like that. Yeah, something like this. Okay, something like this. Now the next thing is, let's select our skin, blending option. We're going to apply some effects. So the first effect we want to apply is the inner glow. So that inner glow, we're going to change the color to the skin color, or a slightly bright skin color. Then inner shadow as well, need an inner shadow. Then let's check what else can we apply. Okay, I think we should reduce the shadow. Yeah, let's reduce the shadow slightly. Okay. Okay, let's take a cue from this. So dark, then light. Alright, so let's rework this. Create a new layer, call it shade, and create another layer, call it light. You just have to try until you get the perfect vibe. So we are going to work with black this time. Then white. Don't worry, we are going to apply. We're going to reduce the old stuff. So for the shade, go to overlay, so reduce it. The lights, go to overlay as well, or reduce it. So the shadow can come down slightly. Okay, it's looking slightly okay. Slightly okay. So the next is to have let's work on this other skin dip. Shade, apply it, clip it, then take your brush, just shade across just like that. Then as usual, let's select the first skin dip. You're going to copy the layer marks, the layer style, and paste it on this. So but we're going to just touch on some effects. like this skin. Okay, so yeah, then I think we require on this skin dip we require outer glow. Require outer glow. And instead of white, it's going to be the skin color, or a bright skin color. Let's see how it looks. Just scary. It's very scary. I don't know what I want to say, but yeah, it looks alright but scary. So the next thing we want to do is we are going to bring in. Let's download a ball. Let's say it's split head manipulation. So we're going to bring in a ball. So this is why I downloaded the image, but we need a ball. So PNG file. So ball. Let's use this crystal ball. $3. So yep, it's downloaded already. So to bring in the ball, because the ball has to like stay inside, so we just have to like above the head select this skin dip, then duplicate it, turn off the first one, convert the second one into an image just like so. Now let's quickly apply smudge to it. Just paint across to apply smudge. So it looks more real than it is fake. The more real it is, the more we are able to like. Same thing with this as well. Duplicate skin dip to duplicate, merge it, then we can walk around this. Yeah, just walk around this exactly. So yeah, now that we have this, let's save. We can bring in our ball. This is our ball here. Just drag it in and just place it wherever you want. Okay, so when we place it here, now according to this design, the ball is at the top or inside. It looks like it's inside. So let's just call this ball rasterize, then push it forward or bring it to the top just like this. You can see. So it's very simple. Just bring it forward like that, and it looks like there's a ball in him. Now the ball won't have this, or like it's not going to be this bright. You see the ball is dark kind of. So we just come down here, apply brightness and color, clip it to the ball, reduce the contrast, reduce the brightness as well, then apply shade to the ball. You can see from our concept here, the shade of the mouth is showing, so just paint across just like that, and also under, since there is like something showing under. Yeah, simple like this. Okay, then we apply using multiply, then we can reduce slightly. All right, now that we have that, let's save. We're still going to apply some effects, light and stuff, but the next thing is this circular stuff. So let's come up here and draw a circle. I'm just going to draw it anyhow because it's not a perfect circle, it's just like. So for the fill, you don't have any fill. For the stroke, where's the stroke? Yeah, look at it. For the stroke, we're going to choose this color and make it like, let's make it 8. Yeah, and that's all. So let's flip it. Okay, let me see. Looks like it's going pretty good. Just try our best to achieve something. We just try our best to achieve what we can with this effect. Alright, so this is what we are going to work with. You can see that it's only entering one part, then going through the other part. So top of his head, then passes through the side into the mouth, and not just his mouth, like inside his mouth. So yeah, what we'll just do is we are going to rasterize when you are sure that you are comfortable with where this placement is. So just let's duplicate it for you rasterize, then you can come down here and just pick those parts that would not be included and just delete. As well as, because it comes out at the other side, so from here to the air, yeah, just like so. Delete as well. Alright, so we have this. Nice. So let's save, and I mean, we are almost done. It's just to do some other touches and stuff. So for the skin dip, we'll need to add, where's the skin dip? This is the skin dip. So we need to add a shade of shadow again, just so that it can reflect the ball. Something like this. Then we have to like reduce it. So yeah, I mean, based on the image that we're able to work with, we're able to create something like this. Now, the image itself requires a lot of retouching in terms of like color grading and light, because this has this effect, has this dark shade and stuff. So we're going to do that. So first off, let's create this light shade. So just create a new, let's delete this, create a new layer, let's call it glow, and what you just do is, let's zoom out slightly and just pick whatever color you want to use. So I'm going to use red since we're working with red. Oh no, let's use blue since they also use blue. Then take your brush and you make it big, just place, you dab across just like that. You can see that it's just affecting just the body. So it's affecting just the body. So what you do is this, since it's affecting just the body, you clip it to just the body. So the first thing you're going to do is come down to the, and just clip like so. Let's lightly bring it down. Exactly like so. Then you can probably reduce the effect. Then also duplicate, bring it up and apply it to the edge like so, so that it affects both the head and the body. Now the next thing is to apply a bit of curves, so that it's just slightly, just slightly. Then let's see what else we can apply. Let's add a color lookup. At this point, I'm just playing around different effects. This looks very scary. Alright, so what else do you want to do? You can still go ahead to smudge or smoothing out the skin and stuff, so it doesn't look so, but anything you want to play with is totally up to you. But yeah, so basically that's just what you do. Just play around this whole stuff and just do what you can, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. When you're done with the final results, you can select all. That's from the edge down to the skin deep, just like so. Like this, duplicate, then apply, merge it together, so we have just this like this. Then you can apply this light shade at the edges. So create clipping mask, then apply, just like that. Just like that. Yeah. When you're done, come down to overlay. Turn it off, you can see the difference. So yeah, when you're done with what you've created, you can come down to just select the first layer, select the last layer, Ctrl+Shift+Alt+E. Then go to your camera raw filter and do your final edits, and that's basically all. So yeah, let's just do one or two things here. playing around things right away. Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop, guys. So you can always try out your own version. You can use a different image, and test out several things and let me see how it goes. So yeah, if you like this video, just give me a like. You can comment whatever it is you feel, probably something I need to like work on, or a new design concept you'd like us to like check out. And also, if this channel resonates with you, you can always give me a subscribe. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. See you next time.